Welcome back, friends. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is option chain, and this is the place where you will be spending a lot of your time if you are going to be an options trader. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now in this slide, actually you will see that you can get this particular slide by visiting the URL beta.nseIndia.com/option-chain. I have given the URL on the screen there, and this slide or this screen is actually very important for you, and we are in this whole video today we are going to discuss about this screen, what this screen is, and where you should concentrate on, what is important for you, and things like that. And one by one we are going to go into small things, and make sure that you understand this video in and out, because this video is or this screen is really very important for you for options trader. I'm repeating this again because it's really that important. Okay. Now let's see, first of all, if you look at this screen, you'll see that there are four very distinctive quadrants, two on the left side of the screen and two on the right side of the screen. So left side of the screen quadrants are called as call quadrants. So and right hand side are called as the put quadrants. Now in the call side quadrants also, like, there is a yellow part or cream part and there is a white part, and on right hand side also there is a white part and a cream part. Now cream part is always when we call it as like in the market, which means that the market is trading. Now in the market the concept is a bit different for the call side and the put side. So before going into a lot of confusion, first of all let me tell you what is in the market and what is out of the market and what is at the market. Okay. Now you see that there is a red dot right in middle of the place, so it is called as at the market. And if you see on the right hand side top screen, the market trading at, it is denoted by the dotted line. Market trading at right now is 11552.50. So that is the market trading at point. So today, right now, at this particular second, the market is trading at this. Okay, so that is market point. Now when we talk about in the market and out of the market, it is always related to this point. Now if we look at the call side of the screen, that is the left side of the screen, in the left side of the screen you will always see that the in the market part, it is always less than where the market is trading at right now. So it is in the market, which means that the market has already passed this particular point. So right now the market is at 11,552, and so all the green part, all the cream part is below this point 11,552, or say 11,500 and 50. Okay, 11,550, it is less than 11,550 because the strike prices are always in the increments of 50. Okay, so this is on the left side, and on the right hand side you'll see that the cream part is below. So it is all the other way around, it is opposite side meaning that in the put side, the in the market, it's always more than the market trading at. So anything above 11,550 is in the market when we talk about the put side. So the put side and the call side, the significance of in the market and out of the market is completely opposite. So you'll have to actually study this screen properly in order to understand this concept and digest this particular concept. So let's move on. One by one we are going to go through the the whole complete screen. So now in the next screen I'm talking about the top part. The top part is like you will see that there are only 3 or 4 very important top points here. First one is like where the market is trading at. You should be always aware about this, where the market is trading at right now. Okay, and this particular option chain, now if you go in the violet color, I have mentioned there, not violet, sorry, purple color, I have mentioned there that it is Nifty. So this is a drop down here, So you can choose either Nifty or Bank Nifty or IT Nifty. You can choose it from there. So and then the option chain will be shown for that security. So right now we are dealing only with Nifty, so I have selected that Nifty. And now in the blue part it shows the expiry date. Now so for every option, or for every option chain, or we can say security, there would be like a different level of expiry dates. So right now whenever you open the screen, always the nearest expiry date will be shown, and there is a drop down list, and then you can choose any option screen that you want, and you can start trading into that. Okay, and also on as shown in the brown color, you'll see that it's saying that underlying security, underlying index is Nifty, and 11552.50 is where the market is trading on, and as of 12th July 15:30:30. 15:30 means this screen, when I captured this screen, it was like after the market had finished. The market actually closes at 3:30 in the afternoon. So this screen is taken after the market is closed, and normally when the market is up, or when the market is live from 9:15 to 3:30, always these numbers keep on changing. Okay, so in this screen or in this sheet there are only four important things. One is that where the market is trading at right now, what Nifty chain or what chain you are using right now, what securities you are using, and the third one is that what expiry date you are looking at. So these four important things are there at the header part of this option chain. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Now next one, I am looking on the left side of the screen. Left side of the screen is the call side, right? Now you will see that there are small headings below that, like ask price and bid price. Then there is something called a strike price. Strike price is the main column which is in middle of call and put. So that strike price is important. So which strike price you choose, this is the place where you actually choose what strike price you are going to use, or you are going to open the contracts with. Okay, and then there is a implied volatility. This figure is again very important. We'll speak about that in a moment. And then there is something like open interest, and there is something like change in open interest, that is change in OI. So these are the figures, or these are the columns that you should be really very mindful of. Now first one, let's talk about what is ask price and bid price. Ask price and bid price, this is nothing but the premium right now for that particular strike price. Okay, now, and the difference between ask price and the bid price, this should be, when you are opening and contract, this difference between these two prices should be as minimum as possible, because I have taken an example of, say, see the strike price 11,450. 11,450. Now if you see the 11,450 strike price, and if you choose the bid price and ask price, the bid price right now is 109.5, and the ask price is around 117 right now. So what does it mean? It means that if you buy something right now at 109.5, and immediately at this second you decide to sell it, then you will have to sell it at 117. You will take a loss of 8 rupees. Or vice versa, if you purchase something at 117, then you will have to sell it at 109, again taking a loss of 8 rupees just by doing nothing. So you purchase now, sell immediately, and you are going to make a loss of 8 rupees. So the minimum the distance is, the better it is, because if you by mistake open a wrong trade, and then if you decide to close it immediately, then you should not get more loss. So that's why you have to look at ask price and bid price. So this is one important thing. Now strike price, it is one of the requirement, like when you open the contract, you have to choose which strike price you want to deal with. Okay, now this is related to your risk appetite and risk capability as well, and how much risk you are willing to take, and how much money you are planning to invest or things. So the strike price actually decides this. Okay. Now if you go further away from the strike price, now on the call side, further away meaning that on the out of the market area, that white area, you'll see that the bid price, the premiums, they goes on decreasing, and as you go further down, so now say 12,300, if you see the 12,300 strike price, the premium of this is just 45 paise. Or if you go little bit up, like 12,000 strike price, the this premium is just 90 paise or so. But when you choose the premium of say 11,600, you'll see the premium is 32 rupees. So all these, so it depends on where your risk appetite is, and you have to choose that kind of premiums or those strike prices. That is what you should be choosing. So strike price is very important. We'll discuss again in different videos how to choose strike price and how it makes connection with your risk and things like that. So that will go into later on in more detail. But right now, just remember that there is something called a strike price, and it is very important. Now the next column is implied volatility. Now implied volatility means how likely is the price going to change for the premium or something, right? So if the volatility is really very small, now if we see the volatility of 11,500, the volatility is 6.23, which means that it is very less, and it is very less chance that this figure is going to change very drastically. But if you have like bigger implied volatility like 30 or 40 or maybe more, which means that the price of that premium is really very volatile right now, and it could go from 5 to 50 in less than minute or so. So that's why the volatility is important for us, right? Now open interest. Open interest is one of a very single important column here. Now open interest meaning what? How many people or how many buyers and sellers have how many contracts open right now. Now here it is very important. Now if you see the 11,500 open interest column, you will see that it's like 3,89,700 contracts are right now open. Okay, this figure is really very important for us, which means that so many people are betting on 11,500 right now. And if you also open this kind of contract, then whenever you sell or whenever you purchase the contract, whenever you open the contract or whenever you want to close the contract, there is always somebody available to take your contract automatically, right? Now if you choose, like say for example, let's go to an example like 11,350. Now 11,350 strike price, there are only 525 contracts open right now for that strike price. Now if you choose, say by mistake, if you choose 11,350 strike price contract, now there are only 525 people there. So it's very unlikely that you would be able to sell the contract when you really want to sell, or purchase the contract when you really want to purchase, because there would be like very few people dealing in that. Now compare on one side, for 11,500 there are 3,89,000 people, whereas in 11,350 there are only 525 people. Where do you think so you will be having more people to deal with, and the liquidity issue will not rise? It will be on the maximum number of open contracts. So always you have to choose that. Okay. Now what is change in OI? Change in OI means like today, as of now, or since the market has started today, how many people have changed their positions. Like say for example, if there is a minus, which means that somebody has sold their contracts, and if it is plus, means somebody has opened the new contracts and things like that. We'll discuss about this open interest and how to identify the market pulse based on this change OI. That is a very technical topic, and that is very advanced topic right now, so we shouldn't be discussing that right now because it will unnecessarily confuse you. So right now on this screen you just have to remember few things. Now first of all the headings, ask price, bid price, and what is IV, that is implied volatility, what is strike price, what is open interest, and what is change in OI. Only if you can remember these few things, that is important at this particular point of time. And I have shown there green arrows and a red arrow. Green arrow meaning like when the market is going up, when the market is going up, then that green arrow is that yellow part, that the cream part, it is going to increase in this thing. So right now the market is at 11,552. Say it becomes 11,650. So what will happen is those two rows, that is 11,600, 11,650, that will become cream now, and the market will push down. And if the market is going down, which means that the white part will start increasing and the cream part will start shrinking. So just remember that as the market goes up and down, this is how the movement happens on the call side. So this is, we are talking about only call side right now. In the next sheet we are going to talk, in the next in a few minutes we are going to talk about the put side contract. But right now on the call side, that is the left side of your that screen, and here only important things are ask price, bid price, strike price, and IV, implied volatility, change in OI, open interest, and how the market goes up and down. That is important on this particular slide. Now let's move on to the next slide. Just hold on. In this again I am explaining the same thing, all the premiums in this area. Now this call side again, let's go a little bit more on the call side before we go to the put side. So call side, what happens is, now in the money is that cream part, right? Now in the money, whatever the option prices are there right now, the premiums are there. If you compare the premiums of the cream part, they are like 300, 300 and 600, 61, 190, 81. It's really very big. And now if you see at the premiums at the out of the market side, it's like 32, 17, 80, 8, 9 things. Now why there is so difference in the premiums of these two is because the in the money they always have, now there is a time decay, actually the premium is equal to, there is a very big formula, very important formula. We'll talk about the premiums again in different video, but right now just remember that premium is equal to intrinsic value plus time decay, right? Now we'll talk about this again, what is time decay things in the premium. There is a separate video for premiums, and in that I am talking about in a very great detail about what is the premium, how it is calculated, and what is important and things like that. So right now just remember only one important thing is that premium is equal to intrinsic value plus time decay. Okay. Now when you see that the market is trading at 11,552 right now, so anything less than 11,552 is called as in the market, and whenever the in the market premium is there, it always has the intrinsic value which is equal to market trading at minus the strike price. Market trading at minus the strike price. We are going to go into in this same lecture in after few slides we'll get to this in more detail, but right now just remember that the premium which is there in the market, the premium in the market always has the intrinsic value in that. Okay, all the options, all the strike price which are out of the market right now, which is shown as the white color, they don't have the intrinsic value in that, they only have the time decay. Okay, now time decay is based on how far the expiry date is from today, right? Now we are starting to go into more technical things right now. If you don't understand anything, so please reverse the video, or once you see like more 4 or 5 videos in the same topic, there are more another videos which I'm going to upload or I'm going to make right now. So once you see all those videos, you'll get what I'm talking about. If it's just bit difficult right now for you to understand, don't worry, just move on, and later on when you see all the videos, then again go back and reverse, and then you'll get more ideas, right? Now only important thing that I want to say here is that three things. Very important thing is that when the strike price, what you have chosen, if the strike price is in the market, which means it is less than the market trading at, then those strike price, those premium have the intrinsic value in that. And all the strike prices which are out of the market, which means that it is more than the market trading at, those strike price, they don't have the intrinsic value in their premiums. That's why the amount what you can see is very less, that is 32.17.94190 paise or something, because it doesn't have any intrinsic value. It has only the time value, and time value is like how far you are away from the expiry, and that time value changes based on that, right? So moving on to the next slide. Now let's just hold on for a minute. Now again let's go into little more detail on this. So again, I have already spoken about it, like when the market goes on increasing, when the market goes up, the yellow part or the green part is going to increase, and it is going to increase in the direction shown by the green arrow. And when the market goes down, the white part is going to expand, and yellow part is going to shrink, green part is going to shrink, and the direction of that shrinking is going to be shown by the red arrow there. Okay. Now moving on to the right side of the screen, that is the put side. Now put side, it is exactly opposite to the call side. Call side, it is the downwards, and the put side is like upwards, so like it's different, right? So now you had on the call side, you had the out of in the money on the left side top. Now on the put side you have at the bottom. Okay. Now why it is at the bottom is because put side you usually are using it when you think that the market is going to go down. When you think that the market is going to go down, that is when you usually open the put side contracts. And right now the strike price, if it is above the market, then it is in the market, it is considered as in the market. And if the strike price is less than market trading at point, so anything that is less than 11,552 is considered as out of the market. Anything above 11,552 is considered as in the market. Now in the market. Okay. Now here also we have the same thing. We have the strike price. Here also we have the bid price, ask price, and here also we have the implied volatility, and we have change in OI and change and OI. So this is exactly the same thing that we saw in the earlier, but that was on the left side, left part of the screen. Now this is on the right part of the screen. Right of the part of the screen is mainly used for the put type of contracts. Left side is used for only the left side is used for call side of contracts, right? Now so call side of the contract, if you look at it, we use the house example. real house example. So all the buyers who are going to do open the contract on the call side, if they expect that the market is going to go up, then they are going to refer to the call side of the table. And if you want to sell anything, like the farmer did, he wanted to sell his land, so in that situation he was actually referring to the put side of the table, put side of the table. So in this one whole screen, it's really very important. On the top side you get like which nifty, where it is, what is which security is this option chain is for, expiry date, you can see what expiry date, where the market is trading at, that is happens at the top. On the left side, that is a call side, and on the right side it is a put side. On the call side, the in the money is up, and on the put side in the money is down, and vice versa. And just spend some time in going through this whole thing. See this video at least 4 or 5 times to understand what I'm trying to talk. So once you have understood all the things that what I've spoken today, the whole small concepts that I've spoken, you need to know this in and out. So try to understand this, download this presentation from my website, and again go through them again one by one, see the video while you are referring to these screens. And so that's about it for this option chain. And we'll go into premiums, and we'll go into more option terminology in next videos. So consider these 3-4 next videos also as a part of this, and you have to say it together to understand everything what is happening. So in this whole basic season, what we have done is we have taken the real life example, we tried to correlate it with the options market, and now in the basics, option basics, we are going to go through only 3 or 4 very important concepts, very important terminology. Once you understand this, then we'll go into more detail and advanced lectures. So please share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, TheIndianOptions.com, and please share this with your friends. And if you have any questions which you haven't understood, please write down the comments below, ask me the question, and I'll be able to answer it. And thank you very much for spending your time watching this. Thanks, and have a nice day. See you in the next lecture. Bye bye.